And now we're all waiting to hear from Sanjay about essential solutions for TYPO3 productivity. Let's go.
Thank you very much, Maya, and good morning, everyone. First of all, thanks a lot. Well, huge audience, I really like it. So yes, essential solutions for TYPO3 productivity. So what are the topics? Actually, I have prepared two parts. This is the part one, which covers a TYPO3 composer generator, a secure or TYPO3 site, TYPO3 extension compatibility report, and the last one, the better TYPO3 theming with the concept of parent and child themes. We'll discuss in detail, right? So first of all, who I am, maybe a lot of people know, but still, I'm from India, NITSAN TYPO3 Agency, the member of TYPO3 Association content team, a member of TYPO3 ORG team, a member of Dashboard Initiative, which just started a weeks ago. Yeah, and we have a small but yeah good TYPO3 user group in India. And apart from TYPO3, I'm loving the traveling, reading, and cricket. I don't know everyone knows or not. Yeah, so the NITSAN technology, I just give the overview. This is the agency. I'm the partner of here. We are the solo member, handling groups, community member, TYPO3 agency solution partner. Fortunately, we won the award last year, and we have certified resources, right? So let's start with the composer generator. How many people use the composer for the daily life? Oh, wow, that's very nice. Okay, so basically we have created one small script application to help you to quickly generate the composer. You don't need to prepare every time manually or doing something copy-paste, right? So how it works? This is the script's layout. Basically, you will have three options. Let's check the one by one. But just saying the feature there. So avoid the manual composer JSON creation. You don't need to know the format. Just the script automatically create the TYPO3 configuration. Get the dependencies also. I will let you know what is that. One-click preparation, and definitely you will have the sample to download, right? So for option one, what you just need to do, you have your extension and have the ext emconf, right? So just upload this file, and you will get the form with all the details automatically fill up from your extension, right? So, and do the modification wherever needed, and just click on the create download composer JSON. So it will be automatically download for you, right? Option two, you don't have the extension and want to create for the new one, then just go to the create composer for a new type of extension. Then you get the blank form. You can just fill up, and JSON will be the file will be downloaded here. And so the sample, which is pre-configured basic TYPO3 things, so maybe you can just download and put into your editor, and it works. Okay. You can see the demo here. I will share this slide, so don't need to worry. So and can give the feedback and whatever the requests at here at the GitHub. Okay. Second topic is a bit interesting. Maybe in past session it may be covered. Secure TYPO3. Of course, TYPO3 is almost very secure CMS. But how can we improve with more security things, right? You can see some statistics. What are the problems with security? Like every year, 1 billion new malwares released every day. 40,000 sites are hacked every day. 86% sites contain, the problems here. Shoppers hesitate because of lack of trust. 33% shoppers are afraid, right? And 500 billion costs for the cyber crime in the global. Yeah, but the good thing is, as I said, TYPO3 is already secure. Due to we have a good type of the security team dedicated, so they are trying their best to make it secure. So what could basically what I'm going to present is what could be an ideal structure of your TYPO3 site. What I'm going to explain, this will be the result. Like you will have a public, private folders, right? So in public, you only have the assets access to the global. And private folder will contain only important, all the code of the TYPO3, like extensions, core, and everything, right? And where is, of course, for the cache and sessions and all the thing. And vendor contains the vendor's directory, right? So let's, first of all, thanks to Helmut, who have prepared this whole mechanism. We will see in detail. So yeah, my thanks to him. And in between, this technique is used in the typo3.org, which I have learned from that in last code sprint in India. So yeah, you can feel the power. So to install or configure it, what are the prerequisites and dependencies? It's working well with 8.7, 8.2, 9.5. Right, and other compatibilities and requirements is there, like Composer installers, Composer setup, and other things, right? So let's see how it works in consent configuration, right? For example, you are going to set up a new TYPO3, then perform all the steps. These are the steps with the Composer and detail, but you can normally install your stuff, right? But Composer is important, required, right? So just install with your favorite way, and then the configure secure web. These two steps are creating this magic, right? One is that you need to set up define the root directory with the private and web directory with the public in the extra option of the composer.json. And the second one, you just need to write this command, the require helm typo3 secure web, right? So it will create the folder structure like this. You can see the in private folder, there are folder file admin, typo3, typo3 conf, and everything, right? In public, there are the same folder, but I will show you how it's different. Like file admin, typo3, typo3 conf, typo3 temp, right? Point your site to public directory. Of course, Composer works on that, and no one will have access to private folder. So, for example, this is the extension directory in the public folder. So you can see there is only resources folder to have access of assets to the public, right? There are no any code, and all the stuffs are in the private folder. So this is the beauty. No one will have access of your code, even your core and in your custom extension. So even in the core, like we are in the public typo3 CCXT backend, then there is only one folder of the resources. There are no any other folders, right? I hope you got the point. Like the point is that the hackers will not have access to your public directory. That's a simple funda, right? They have only access of the images and assets. So this is how this. So it will create security things in your site, right? So let's go to the next point. TYPO3 compatibility. Productive analysis for your next TYPO3 upgrade projects. Basically, whenever you have a site, for example, you have a TYPO 6 or 7, you want to upgrade to 9 or next 10, right? Then you need to do a lot of technical analysis, like what are the compatible things are there, what are the deprecations, what are the problems are there. If we have a good expertise on productive analysis, technical analysis, then we can do the better planning of the project to upgrade it, right? So let's see. So technical analysis content like TYPO3 core. We need to check breaking changes, deprecations. You need to check the custom extension development, developed extension with the compatibility of next version or not, right? A technical implementation, that could be some old kind of template method could be there. You need to redefine it, right? There could be server architecture problem, like your client have a PHP 5.6 and now you need a 7. It will also need to the analysis, is there any server compatibility is there or not. To be honest, I believe a Typo 3 upgrade always rocks with the core. Only the problems are with the extension. You maybe feel the same thing, right? So that's how to do that. Right? So I'm going to introduce one extension that's called NSEXT Compatibility, which is already available in TR, TYPO3 Extension org, right? So we have prepared this extension to analyze the different things, right? Let's learn one by one. First is that feature. Yeah, let me explain the feature. It's basically the core idea is checking the compatibility things, right? We have one cool feature that is called notify version by email. So you don't need to worry about every extension, and whenever they are releasing new extension, you get the notification one extension is there, and this is your Typo 3 site, and you need to upgrade it, right? I will let you know. A good thing is that this extension is compatible from 4 to 8. We have worked very hard for the 4, but it works, yeah. So you can use that extension. We have one good feature for the marketing guys: export, download reports so they can send to the customer. We have the system audit report, compatibility, server compatibility report. Let's see one by one. First is the system information. Here is the normal information like what is the current version, what's your target version, what are the languages, pages, and how many domains are there, and PHP version, right? Then the second thing is interesting, like you have got a lot of extensions which show the report, like how many extensions are installed, how many are not installed, which are the compatible with different version. Like with the 7, it says, okay, don't see the, the figure may be different, but it shows the number of compatibility of extension with different type of version, right? By the way, just a minute, I just missed this. You can see, select the target version at the second, you see. Like if you want to upgrade to Typo 3 9, just select the Typo 3 9, and it will generate the based on that selection, right? Just needs to do it. Yeah, then the server compatibility report. Here you can see, like you are going to upgrade from 7 to 9. So current configuration is this, and for the 9 version, it will require this configuration. For example, 7.0 is working with Typo 7, right? But for the Typo 9, we need 7.2. So this kind of reports can helpful and save your time. You don't need to compare everything again and again for each project, right? So all the configuration, MySQL, image magic, all the things are there. And this is the main report. You can see here all the extensions are listed, right? And show the compatibility check mark, like it's compatible or not compatible. So it's really useful. And the column is that installed or not installed. So it's also useful for that. And different version, like what is the latest version. And in actions, there are different, like you can go to the documentation, it's that particular extension, and the type are there, like TR, it's a TR extension or a custom extension. So here, the point is that you don't need to list Excel sheet, like, okay, I have 50 extension. Now I need to check each and every extension to TR or whatever custom, right? And check the compatibility, okay, it's there or not, I need to download or not, or I need to repair. So this kind of analysis can helpful before the project, right? And this is, there was one download button. Once you click on that, whole Excel report will be there. So maybe you can send to the customer or any person that, okay, these are the problems, we need to work, we need more hours, right? As a developer, this is the problem. Okay, so the same report as just on the screen. And this is the email notification. We have actually prepared one scheduler, a cron, so you just need to set that. So for each project, whenever one particular extension is released with the new version, then you will get the report, the new versions are there. So it will be helpful, you don't need to manually check to your each and every Typo 3 site. Okay, and this is this kind of thing like we are working hard on this extension. Maybe we are also talking with the core guys like how can be useful in for the next version. But in between, if you need any help, then feel free to connect with us, right? Especially on the support of this extension. Okay, so the next topic is a bit interesting. We are experimenting and trying to work on it. This is called TYPO3 Parent and Child Theme. Is there anyone who knows other CMS how they use a parent and child like WordPress and other CMS have the concept of this kind of things, parent and child theme? No, that's fine. So the goal is that what's the most important for the type of the developer? The point is that we in TYPO3 universe we have a lot of way to integrate your templates, right? Like you have each site and it's your own way to define that. But the most important for it are like follow the TYPO3 core standards because we know there are a lot of extensions and a lot of techniques to integrate the, your theme, your backend layout, your content element, custom content element, right? But the most important, we need to stick with the core, TYPO3 core. Right? Otherwise, one day the support will be gone from third-party extension and it creates problems for your projects, right? So this is one important. The second thing, save energy and time. I will show you what I mean, but the point is that is there any way to create the productive type of the theming instead of configuration and creating a lot of things, right? And just hesitate-free TYPO3 upgrade. Because whenever the new versions are coming, our teams need or our project needs some adoption, some deprecation, some problems. So how can it be a better, quickly upgrade your project, right? So basically, what is the concept of a parent-child theme? What we are doing in our agency, we are creating 2 extensions for each project. One is the base extension, that's a parent, and one is the child extension, that is the exact things for the customization of particular site, right? So parent theme includes a global configuration, like usually common things used in all the projects, common TYPO3 and configurations, and for the create custom element that should be there is a common global configuration and some useful extension maybe used in the project, right? And the child theme includes the custom things like use use for the particular project. They have their own TYPO3 setups. There is a custom element, and yes, it's a useful extension for particular projects. So we have created one extension that's NS_base theme. We have already published in the GitLab. I will let you know. So what it contains? It contains common PHP, TS, YML. What are the configurations that are there? It's there. There is one TYPO3 bootstrap template also for the quick starter. We have the automatic page create, so you don't need to create manually things for your projects. We have pre-configured news form and all the new standards, which is common for all the projects. This is very interesting. Smart custom element. I will let you know in detail. But it's a very good technique to how to quickly create the custom elements, right? Because we use the TYPO3 core. That's fine. But there are a number of elements which need to be created manually. And we have a lot of lints, like for the PHP, TYPO3, YML. We have implemented the lint for the code review, automatic code review. So what are the advantages? First thing is the common templating standards. As I said, we have decided like, okay, let's keep the one flow. I'm sure everyone have the common templating standards, but that's the point, right? Code redundancy, that's one of the major goal, like how can we avoid to repeat the code in each and every project, right? One TYPO3 upgrade for all the projects. This is also interesting, like you don't need to upgrade every projects. You just upgrade your base extension, and it will work for all your projects. Easy to maintain, of course. So upgrade and maintenance. So pre-configured templates can be set, and faster development. These are the main thing. So let's add this is the default template for the base theme which we have used. Right? It's just common Bootstrap themes. And this is the structure of the our base extension. You see most of the folders are there, like classes, configurations, and all the things, right? And we have settled the links for the YML, for the TS, TYPO3, PHP, and all the things. I want to give you the example, like how in child theme, how it works, right? So you can see in the child theme, we have only 2 folders. The rest of everything grabs from the parent, right? So here the configurations and resources. Configuration have the TYPO3, YML, and all the stuff, and the resources have your templates, your language file. That's concerned to your projects, right? You just need to include into the root both the template, both the themes. Now imagine you want to create a custom element, then how many steps are there? If you are following the TYPO3 core, I'm not talking about third-party extension like Mask or some other extension. So how many steps are there? I'm just quickly going through that because you already know it. Okay, initiate the C-type definition, prepare backend configuration with flex form, space TS config, TYPO3 preparation, add TYPO3 setup, register icon, set up your TCA, and render through the fluid template. Almost 7 to 8 steps need to follow if you want to create a custom element. Right, so it's a long thing. You need to make changes as an integrator, as a developer. You need to do a lot of configuration to create the backend, to create the front end, right? So how can we make it easy? Step 1, I'm talking about child theme and base theme concept. Step 1, just create the flex form in XML file in your flex form, right? So create the backend. And the second, just create your template, a fluid template, right, with HTML and your data. And that's it. It will create automatically, your element into the backend as well as into the front end rendering, right? And yeah, if you want to have a cool backend preview, then just follow this step 3 with the backend preview, right? You can create the a template file for your backend, so it will be given easily. Just imagine this situation. We have tested this concept in latest TYPO3 version. So you can see like a child theme like clean blog have no issues. There are no deprecation, there are no any problems. It's working well with the latest TYPO3 version. You just need to correct the base version, right? So now you can understand the problem. Like if you are separating all the extensions for your each project, then you need to upgrade each extension for your each project, right? But here you just need to upgrade your base extension, and no need to worry about your each and every project. Just install your base extension, and it should be work like this, right? And yeah, this is our one of the dream. Maybe many of know. we want to TYPO3 really needs such kind of concept, like just upload the theme and it works like other CMS have, right? So in future, maybe we can focus on such kind of concept. So you can explore and can connect with us at here, a GitLab. That is extension base, and we have also uploaded one example child extension also. So you can explore, and maybe you can connect with me if need any discussion, right? Yeah, I'm done. Any questions? I think I'm on time. Yeah. I'm sorry if you let. Any questions? I would love to know the feedback best into the this theme and concept, right? Of course, I'm here, and you can connect me later on also. Please come, Maya. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. Thank you.